Ominous dark clouds gather, signaling an impending storm. A torrent of muddy water inundates a residential area, with people struggling to higher ground and cars being swept away. A fire tornado, also known as a fire whirl, forms during a wildfire, demonstrating the unpredictable and dangerous nature of these events. Extreme weather events and natural disasters are becoming increasingly common across our planet. A river of hailstones floods a street, showcasing the destructive force of severe hailstorms. A car is perilously perched on the edge of a collapsed bridge, surrounded by raging floodwaters. A monstrous tornado forms in the distance, viewed from a moving vehicle. Storm surge floods a coastal town, with waves crashing over seawalls and flooding streets. A town is submerged in floodwaters, illustrating the widespread impact of flooding. Plastic microfibers are mentioned. A farmer compares his tractor's efforts to till the soil with the overwhelming force of an approaching dust storm, highlighting the challenges faced by agriculture in extreme weather. The sequence emphasizes the power of the dust storm versus human technology, with the farmer retreating. A flooded road is shown, with the force of the water undermining the road's integrity, leading to its collapse. Debris and rocks are carried by floodwaters, causing damage to infrastructure. Two individuals run for safety on the rooftop as an explosion sends debris flying, suggesting a sudden and violent event. Floodwaters submerge a street with floating objects and debris, indicating the severity of the flood. A flooded street with submerged cars highlights the destructive power of floods in urban areas. Cars are submerged in floodwaters, with some being carried away by the current. Seawater surges over a barrier, damaging infrastructure and demonstrating the force of coastal flooding. High winds during a storm cause damage to homes, with roofs being torn off and trees uprooted. A sudden mud flow or landslide engulfs a residential area, showcasing the rapid and destructive nature of such events. A car is caught in a flood, with the water level rising rapidly around it. A flooded parking lot shows cars submerged, with people watching from a higher vantage point, indicating the impact of urban flooding. A bridge is inundated by floodwater, with the force of the water threatening its structural integrity. Floodwaters flow through a street, carrying debris and posing a danger to anyone caught in the current. A car is submerged in floodwaters, with only the roof visible, illustrating the depth and danger of the flood. A parking lot is submerged in floodwaters, with cars floating and colliding, highlighting the chaos caused by flooding. Floodwaters rush through a street, showcasing the impact of flooding on urban infrastructure. A bridge is overwhelmed by floodwaters, with people observing the dangerous conditions. Cars are submerged and carried away by floodwaters, illustrating the destructive power of rapid flooding. A flooded residential area shows the extent of inundation, with rooftops barely visible above the water. Strong winds batter a coastal area, with debris flying and structures being damaged. A powerful wind gust sends objects flying in a residential backyard, demonstrating the destructive potential of high winds. Floodwaters carry a car down the street, highlighting the force of the current and the dangers of flooding. A landslide occurs next to a building, illustrating the instability of the ground and the risks to nearby structures.